I hit up Young Gravy. I'm like, dude, I think you got to post more reels. And he's like, all right, well, do it for me for free. Let's see if it works. And I went and clipped up his talk show stuff. This is probably 2020, 2021.
Mhm.
And it just
How
started.
big was he at the time?
I think he had maybe 600K on Instagram. He was
And
very,
you
it
just-
was like,
what, you cold DM'd him at that point?
I cold
And he
DM'd
responded?
his friend. I looked at his Instagram, cold DM him. He didn't respond. DM'd him every day, then found a bunch of his friends from like high school by just looking at who he followed on Facebook and like who he was friends with. And then started DMing all of his friends. And eventually I hit up a guy named Vaughn, who turned out to be his friend who became his manager. Vaughn connected me directly to him and said, you got to give this kid a try. And transparently, I completely bullshitted my experience to these guys because I was like, oh, I generate millions of views for my clients. I do this, I do that. I was just running my meme pages. I was getting those views, but I didn't have clients. Like I was acting like I was the client, right? And you kind of have to do that. You have to be creative when you sell these people. Obviously, don't lie, but you know, if you're hungry enough and you know that you're going to crush it for somebody, I would always tell people yes, even if I didn't know a clue how to do it. If they're like, do you know how to do this? At the time, I was like, yeah, for sure. And then I would go and Google it instantly after. I'm like, okay, I got to figure out how to do this. So this was one of those situations and it started crushing for him. And then word of mouth just kind of started crushing like, yo, you got to get Nathan on your clips. And I had other businesses going on. I've done e-com, I've done everything, but Clipper really exploded in the last like 2 years and specifically in the last 6 months by word of mouth. Yeah, we've got almost every influencer, podcast, business brand you can think of is represented by us at some point. We're in negotiations with some really cool people right now too.